Hey everyone, it's Alisha here at Cosmic Gateway. I hope everyone's doing well. This will be published as we move into the later part of January. So right now, as I'm recording, it's the 24th of January. And wow, what a week it's been. The energies, there's so much complexity to what's happening in the energies right now, but everything feels like it's on high alert. It's very hard to get stuff done, and just a pre a pre little update. As like this session is what I'm transcribing and recording for you all. Has taken me almost a week to get out, so everything's a little bit on a backed up delay. So my apologies for not responding or getting around to everyone. It's been probably quite an intense passageway for you as well. So I do plan on making a separate update just to talk about the breakdown of the energies, and what we're sort of moving through as we close out January and moving into February, and what it all means. So without elaborating anymore, I will save that for another time. This video is specifically around a 2026 energetic activation and alignment session that I did in the past week. And I have had permission from my wonderful client, Christine. Thank you for allowing me to share this information. I'm so privileged that I get to witness profound transformations in the work that I do. And every so often, probably more often than not, there's an incredible session that comes through where the client will step into a process that allows their higher self to speak directly through them. And when that happens, the information is so clear, it's so precise, it's so profound, and it tends to hit very key marker points in terms of what a lot of people are moving through. And this was absolutely one of them. And I felt an instant call to share this information, get it out there. Hopefully that it will support you in some way. Hopefully it will inspire you or give you a little aha of maybe what you're moving through as well. And I think it also interweaves into the micro macro, so what the individual's going through and also what the greater collective consciousness field of transition is moving through as well. So get comfortable, get relaxed, get your favorite cup of tea or whatever is your choice. This might be a little bit long, but I hope that you enjoy it. I'd love to hear in the comments section below if you like this format, if you would like to have more sort of client session information being sort of I transcribed this one and I'm going to relay it and read through the transcription. If you like this format, please let me know if you'd like to hear more of these. And as they come up, obviously, with permission, I would love to just share them if they're helpful. Of course, if you'd like extra support in whatever you're moving through right now, I'll put the details in the description box where you can connect with me one-on-one for either a 2026 alignment activation session or quantum merging. All the details will be in the description box below. And also an announcement, I've now placed up on my website the Cosmic Rebirth container that was conducted at the end of 2025 for the Sacred Soul template is now available at your own pace. And we're going to dive into some of these topics. So if that calls to you, that is now available. So you can also connect with that via the website. But let's jump and dive right in because there's a lot of juicy information that I want to get through and share with you all. So the breakdown, I'm going to give you just a little bit of before I go into reading it sort of verbatim, I'm going to give you a bit of a summary overview of the themes that we'll be speaking through this session. And So a bit of background, I have had the privilege of connecting and working with Christine as a client for a number of years, and it's been incredible to watch her growth and development as an individual, as a soul, who's someone who's really dedicated to walking her soul's path. I've, walked with her and witnessed the ups and the downs and the highs and the lows, and it's a really monumental point to kind of see her where she's at in this doorway of opening, which I think is indicator where many people are at, is this doorway of exiting the old life that represented sort of more of the matrix structure, and it's stepping into the real soul aligned journey that we've all come here to fulfill from that highest level. So some of the themes is we'll be touching on a little bit of where she originates from and how it's empowering for us to connect with our soul essence or home frequency and bring that into here and what we're creating. Another one is the trusting in yourself, and I think that's a huge one that we can all I guess have additional amping up or dose of as we go along. Really trusting ourselves is such an important part of the unfolding. Releasing anger and grief, longing, heartache, and the ego mind virus. We also cover the soul template and reconnecting with it and how to. And we also touch on twin souls and the interdependence versus the dependency and the coming together and the dropping of the veil. So lots of really juicy pieces of information, but very timely, I feel. So I'm going to dive right in and we're going to open up. So in the beginning, I just open the space and allow an amplification of the energy to move through. And this is really just to highlight what wants to be seen and undone in the energetic field that can be extracted or removed. And this is very broad spectrum. So when that energy is run, it's looking at literally bringing to the surface what wants to be released so that we can bring in that higher blueprint of the soul template coming in. And that as I was moving through that process, I'd barely even finished, and that's when she jumped in. She said, I'm already in the zone. I'm already getting some things. So I just allowed her to then speak, and that was when I picked up pretty quickly that it was her highest self directly speaking through her. And that you can always tell because it's the client's voice, but it's a little bit more assertive perhaps. It just has a little bit of an additional reverberation in the tone, and that's when you can tell the difference between sort of the human self and then the overlay of the higher self speaking through. So she says, I'm angry at people for not treating me right. I have decided to let go of this because people are people. Instead of me getting angry back at them, I just have to be aware that that's themselves and they're just behaving badly. They're when she when she refers to they are, she's referring to her spirit team. So they're asking me to release that because it's just a waste of my energy, especially in this crazy world. People are becoming more unhinged, and I don't need to respond to that. I just need to recognize it in the moment. And so I said, can we look at that anger? Can we look at it a little bit deeper? Is there a visual representation of how it's being shown? Yes, it's in the throat. It looks like a red nugget, fire. It's been there my whole life. I woke up thinking I had a mind virus in the brain, but it was being released. Or at least that was what I was being told in the middle of the night when I woke up, that it was being released, the mind virus. It was directly in relation to getting angry with people out there in this crazy world because they're not getting it. They're not doing the work. So I have to stop getting angry at everyone who's not doing their work. So is there a connection to that red nugget of fire in the throat and the mind virus that you're being operated on in the middle of the night that is happening inside the brain? Yes, the brain is connected. As I mentioned before, it was that migraine that woke me up in the middle of the night. It was a good thing they were releasing the mind virus and supporting me doing that, in terms of being prepared to focus on not what people think of me or feel, just to focus on what I think and what I feel. Not needing to acknowledge others not needing others to acknowledge me or respect me or love me, because I can do all of that myself. So how many people carry that mind virus in particular, like let's say on average in the collective field? A good 83%. I don't know why I came up with that number. It appeared. That's just what I got. And some people are completely unhinged. And I'm reacting to the tenseness that is in the collective field. I'm reacting to what's happening in the world. Everyone is. But I don't need to hold grudges. I don't need to interact with that energy. So the throat and the brain, has that been released there? Or is there actually something that we specifically need to do to perhaps purify or blast it? It could use a little bit of help and support. That's why it's been brought up today. It's in my conscious awareness now, and I still have emotions attached to it somewhere. It's showing up as I'm not good enough, but I'm being reminded I don't need to prove anything. My ego is still being tied into it. Okay. So I'm being shown now Michael is here. Archangel Michael. He's going to help. He works with me directly, and he's going to support in this clearing and severing. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. So where do you think we need to start? We need to start in the throat. Okay, well, thank you. I'm just going to open up and flood light to help support, loosen that. We're going to open a passageway now. We're going to open a high frequency light, and we're going to move it down in via the head. And we're going to open it up via the jaw and the throat passageway. That's why I've had such a tight jaw. It gets extra hit. It's almost like that's where I need to work on the vagus nerve reset. It's the scream position when you open it. I need to release it now. Okay, great. Yep, let's work with that. We're going to flush it out through via the throat, via the motion of opening the mouth, almost like you're screaming. But before we do that, I'm just going to bring in a container, just like a cylinder, to the side so that we can responsibly dispose of all that's coming out. And you can visualize that if you like, almost like a recycle bin that goes back to source. Oh, yuck. It's kind of like a funky yellow energy that's coming up. Oof. It's almost like I want to throw up. It's like vomit. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we definitely want to pull that out, and all the energetic residual until it becomes clear. Is there anything that we need to investigate within your heart space? Yes, that's the heartache I've been carrying. It's rejection. It's sadness. It's anger. This really adds to the victim mentality that I've been playing into my entire life. The energy that wants to pull me out. But I'm not a victim. It's just a matter of whether I take on other people's stuff and take it on as my own. It's like I take on all other people's crap. It's not mine, it's theirs. I've been taking it on ever since I was a child. But now I know I don't need to. I don't have to feel everyone else's stuff. Okay. That makes complete sense. Okay. We're going to support the release of flow of that energy now. They're asking me now just to give over what is left and give it just right back. It's like just letting it go, that snowball of energy that has been built up inside me, just releasing it now, just giving it back, handing it over. It's what I've been holding in my heart. Actually, it's connected to the mind virus too. It also makes me incredibly angry. It's almost like rejection and feeling, lost. Yeah, it's time for me to give all that back. I don't need to carry this. Okay. Is there anything that needs to be explored or investigated around that? It's almost like I have been excusing bad behavior from others from the past and absorbing it as my own. But I'm releasing all this now. We're giving it back. And that's what's starting to make me feel a lot lighter. This is also going to help me with the sugar addiction that I've been having issues with. Okay, interesting. So the sugar's connected to the density here. It goes hand in hand. It's the density here on this planet, and the sugar kind of takes the edge off. Interesting. So now I'll start to become more articulate rather than just angry. They're saying that this is going to help lighten the load. And now what they're doing is helping me set up a barrier for me so that I don't take on other people's energy. There will be an invisible barrier, so it won't affect me so much. So instead of getting into the mind virus where the ego takes over and I get really heated, I can just come in and naturally just connect with my heart. Wow, okay, that's really beautiful. I'm starting to feel really liberated doing this. I don't hold the energy. It no longer belongs to me, and it no longer belongs inside of me. It has no purpose anymore. I don't need to excuse anyone's behavior, nor do I need to take it on board. I don't owe anyone anything. And this is where the forgiveness starts. The maximum forgiveness. Because I'm not taking it on. That excess energy, it hasn't belonged to me. And it helps me now keep steady and staying in my own soul's path rather than going into the fear-based survival mode. It's as though the victim drama triangle that I've been locked in for so long is completely leaving. How much have you been taking on that hasn't been yours? About 95% since childhood. Actually, I think it's before I was even born. I've actually come here to clear up my codependency relationships with certain people. Okay. So is there an energy that we can work with that's going to help neutralize what is being removed? Yes. Light blue. There's a pretty yellow, but light blue. Okay, perfect. There's also a red too. It doesn't make sense, but it's like connecting with what's been in there that's not mine. It's almost going to work like a magnet to take it out. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Like attracts like or connects with like. Well, let's start to work with these three colors now and start to run it through your entire system. The blue, I'm just going to start running it from the top of your head all the way through your body now. The red, the yellow, the blue. I feel myself now standing in a field of sunflowers. It's taking me back to another time in my life. Different memories that are connected to fields of sunflowers and blue skies. It's releasing now old memories connected to that drama triangle and the people associated with that. Perfect. Okay, let's allow that yellow to flood through your system, running it through, connecting it with your energetic body, and just help to support all those energies, sort of help to go into a rejuvenation of sorts. Yes, they're asking me now to move into a golden and purple pyramid. They're saying this is where you can clear yourself. The less body mass you have in terms of body weight, the less density you hold. They're telling me that I'm still very connected to this pyramid type shape. This is where I come to. This is a place where I'm familiar with outside of this life. It's a place where my soul goes to be recalibrated and rejuvenated. So can we go there now? Yes, that's where I'm going. Lying inside the pyramid. It's a short visualization of this pyramid. It's a place where I feel safe, and it's a space where I can go for time out. Okay, that's awesome. So how often would it be advisable to go into this visualization of the pyramid and the energies that reside there? Whenever you want to. It's sort of as it's required. Like you can just go in there when you need that support. Okay, all right. So it's not like once a day or, no, it's just as required. Okay, perfect. Well, let's go there now. Okay, I'm swimming with dolphins here now, and there's lots of animals here. I can see my old horse, he's here. He's so happy. Just as a side note, this is an animal who transitioned in the last couple of years. He's happy, he's healthy, he checks in on me quite a bit. Is this a space or a place that you're connecting with that is what we would consider future? Or is it an in-between dimensional space? I really want to create that on Earth. Some people are here and designed to do that, but some people here on Earth may never even notice it. It's like you create it for yourself. The light in the body, the lightness in the body, when you're in lesser density and holding more light, embodying more light, this is when you can create from this space. I was surprised that this earth is not as innocent as where I'm from. It's a lot denser. And then I came to realize that it's not where my soul resides, and that's why I've been struggling sometimes. It's almost been a struggle to speak or to breathe, because it's far more dense than where I come from, which ties into the sugar addiction. It tries to help. It's like a crutch, sorry. But now I'm here. I'm here to recreate the innocence. And that's where I come from, the pool of innocence. I'm here to recreate it into this world. And I've been completely stuck and wounded and shocked. And what has made me so dense. But I'm lighter now. It took away my power, but they want me to become lighter so I can now set out to create what I was always destined to do here. Perfect. Okay. So what can we do to support the activation and alignment of that whole trajectory here today? It's all about the precision. It's like a flower and the petals opening. Nature is so important. Spending time in nature, around water, salt water, whether that be a bath or by the ocean. Animals too. Animals help lift the density. I have to be mindful too of not watching so many sad stories about animals on social media, because it's taking me down. It's making me feel disempowered. I have to be mindful of not feeding into the dark, that you can get lost in there, like trapped in there. So it's being really conscious of where I focus my attention and energy. I'm being told that I need to meditate every day as regular as possible. Anywhere between 10 minutes to 1 hour of meditation, starting in the morning. This is really important. As I do this meditation first thing in the morning, it really starts the day and sets me into that energy, alignment and awareness. So doing things a lot slower too. They say when I rush things and when I do things in that fast pace, I make mistakes, and sometimes I can get caught up in the ego too. And what about your students and your work that you do? Do you give too much there? What about other areas of your life? How can you harness and keep connected to that beautiful pyramid of purple and silvery light energy? Yes, I have a tendency to give too much of my energy. It makes me tired. It's been like a pattern throughout all of my life. That's how I get my validation. But I'm being told I have to stop it now. I have to give to myself first. Yeah, that feels important. How's your body and your energy feeling now? How's your heart feeling? Yeah, I can feel it now. It's pouring through. It's very palpable and tangible. Silver, purple, moving through my body. Okay, awesome. Let's allow that energy to completely pour in. It also has a little bit of blue sparkle in it. They say that this is my own pyramid. It's purple with sparkles. It's got a little bit of silver in it. I say, okay, so going into that pyramid and getting energy, is that helping align to your soul blueprint? Yes, this is the one I should meditate in. This is the pyramid. They're also saying not to be afraid to put myself out there. I need to share my voice more, share my messages, speak my truth, but not from ego. It might trigger a lot of people, but that's their stuff, not mine. They want me to build better boundaries, like that invisible barrier we were talking about earlier, the one that you helped me get into before we started the session. It creates like a silver lining around me. And when I'm in that energy, that's what makes our dreams happen. It's a very good place and space for manifestation. Ah, interesting. Okay, so is there a way that we can implement a quicker way of accessing manifestation? Yeah, taking out the mind virus and all the other stuff, the blocks, the implants, all the other energies. All through, or looking through all the different parts of our body. So we need to pay attention to when we have pain somewhere. It's probably a block or something in the body that's obstructing us. We need to trust ourselves more when we get things like this, especially when it comes to the physical body. More emphasis on putting yourself into a relaxed state, being in that self-centered state in a non-egotistical way, acting on my instincts, and learning to really trust myself. Using my voice in my work is really important. I do activate others. I help them. My voice speaks a frequency. Some get agitated or annoyed, where for others it sinks in really deep. It just depends on who's ready for it at the time. Okay. So now we're moving into a different part, just to change gears a little bit. Coming into, coming back into talking about soul or twin soul connections. And this is where I ask, what is the origins of you and your twin soul? From the start of time, we've had so many lives together. Okay, so what is the purpose of coming together in this lifetime? To separate into two, separate the twin souls, because originally we were one, then we split into two. We've had many, many lifetimes together. We've been all around the cosmos and back again. But to separate as two authentic beings, unfortunately in this lifetime, there's still a lot of distorted overlay and connection from the root and the sacral. This has to be severed now. We've come here to be independent souls, which makes for healthier relationships. A lot of the times the twin soul isn't actually healthy, or as healthy as we would like it to be. Is that because of the accumulation of lifetimes? Yes, but it also comes from the longing for something outside ourselves. We feel that there's something missing that's outside rather than going in. It really feeds into, am I enough? When we came first into this universe, we were one. We split into two. But just because we're split doesn't mean that we're incomplete. We think that there's a lack of completedness, but there is no lack, when in truth, when we think that we need our twin soul, that's not always true. It's just the deep longing for something we're missing because we think that we're not enough, we're not complete. So what you're saying is the internal unification energy is just a frequency? Yes, and often we're looking for it outside of ourselves. And the more we seek, we don't find it, or sometimes we can, but it's not really fulfilling it. It's just adding to the distraction energy at times. Ah, I see. Okay. So that's where people can get caught up into loops. Yes. Okay. Yet we'll always come back together again on the other side of the veil. We come back together. We're happy. We come together in the celebration on the other side. As long as we don't keep fooling ourselves thinking that we need them, that's just the hardest part of becoming truly independent. And this is part of my own soul's journey. Ah, okay. So just to clarify, you said something about a celebration. There'll be a celebration. Is that in this lifetime? In the reality shift that is occurring? Yes, it is. But not for everyone. A lot of souls are coming here to complete our time on earth. It's completing my time on earth and going back to where I came from. Going back to the pool of innocence. But that's why I'm here on earth, is to create that here and now. It's in my blueprint. It's part of it. I'm just creating that here on earth. So I must trust. I must trust myself and truly value myself. Wow, that's so incredible. I can feel that energy coming through. So can I ask another question? Twin souls coming back together in this lifetime. Is there any more information on that? Yes, twin souls can come together to create beautiful relationships, provided that both souls have understood and celebrated their independence first. This removes the idea that we need someone else. Only when we do that, then the highest level of bliss and love that is actually the twins coming together independently. Ah, okay, that makes so much sense. So what about other partners who've been with frequency matches that may not necessarily be their twin soul, so to speak? Yes, this is what I have with my husband. He's a very good match for me. He's different vibration, but very complementary. He's from somewhere else. He's not from the pool of innocence, but he's helping me. He's the one that's helping me become independent. He's my greatest support in doing so. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, that is the part of the frequency matches or complementary counterparts. This can come in forms of romantic partnerships, friends, family, spouses, even pets. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for sharing that. So, the collective shift or any upcoming events, is there anything that wishes to be shared around that? Yeah, people are shifting, but they're also stubborn. There is a fight going on right now, right up to the highest levels. There are different factions that are fighting each other. And by fighting, they're exposing themselves completely. What we are learning is to let go of dependency, not just on people, but let go of the dependency that we've had, the attachments to power and money. We are not dependent on them. The best thing that you can do is realize your independence. And as you wake up and fully own that in your soul, that is where the greatest freedom comes in. So is that what is happening to you today as you come into that pyramid and that purple and silver frequency? Yes, it's pouring through my body right now. The key is to keep it moving through so that it doesn't stagnate. I have to remember to incorporate movement, nature, and keep trusting in myself that everything will come into fruition. You can only do so much. You can only do so much at a time. We're all here on a journey. We ask for this journey, as hard as it is. And that is the session. It feels like it came to a bit of an abrupt stop. And that's just part of the summary of cleaning it up. But to wrap it up, basically, she was saying that through the collective movement, there is a big downpouring of soul activation that's occurring right now as part of her experience that I have shared with you all, that's happening to many people in their own individual ways. And it's so important to keep connected with that on a daily basis and make sure that it doesn't stagnate. So movement, connecting with nature, connecting with animals, salt water, and keep trusting, I think, are all so important for what we're moving through individually and collectively. She also mentioned that part of the transcript cut off was that so many people are coming online. Some people are having instant and spontaneous awakenings, and some people it's a slower, steady unraveling. And it's sometimes the quick and abrupt awakenings aren't serving people's highest good. They can sometimes be too much too fast. So it's like just enjoying the journey, the unraveling, being patient with the trajectory. But we are in, I believe, a much more amplified feel of resonance and what's coming through and where we're at. So it's there's a lot going on. So I'm going to wrap it up here, but I want to take my time to finally thank Christine once again for allowing me to share this information, and I hope that it touches each and every one of you in the ways that it needs to help support. I hope that you receive the energetic code and frequency through this transmission of my voice and the energy and activation that came through the session, as we're all moving through this in our own pace and as a collective. So thank you all. I'm sending you so much love. This is quite a powerful packed time of the energies that are coming in, and also the energies and the facets that are warring. So be conscious of what is your energy. Stay in your own lane as much as you can. Energetic hygiene, grounding, because it can be quite turbulent at times. There's a lot of mind energy, mind virus energy, and I feel like as that's in the field, us as we're becoming super and highly sensitive, we are picking up on a lot that is the debris that's unraveling in the field. So make sure paying attention to that. And if you'd like to connect with me, if you feel like you need additional support and would like to connect with me one-on-one, as I mentioned in the beginning, all the different soul sessions, all the details will be in the description box below, along with the Cosmic Rebirth program and all the other training programs that I've conducted over the years are really helpful for moving through these energetic times. So much love to you all, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. And most importantly, I love to hear your comments in the comment section of how you're traveling, what you got from this, and if it resonates with you. And I will speak with you all soon. Much love. Bye.